This episode is brought to you by Nana's Deli. Looking for a taste of classic comfort? Head to Nana's Deli, a local legend since 1981. With 2 convenient locations in Livingston and Jersey City, Nana serves up the best in deli goodness. Whether you're craving their famous tuna salad, mouth-watering sloppy joes, piled high pastrami, or a bowl of their signature soups, every bite is a taste of tradition. And don't forget to order my signature Food Czar Flats. Plus, Nana's Deli offers catering perfect for any occasion because who doesn't love great food made with care? Visit Nana's Deli today and experience the flavors that have been making memories for over 40 years. Make sure you mention Food Czar Podcast to receive 10% off your next order. Visit nanasdeli.com for menus, hours, and locations. This episode is sponsored by Likeware, the team that created my Food Czar logo and merch. I've worked with them personally, and they made the whole process super easy and professional. Likeware specializes in custom spirit wear and logo wear for schools, events, fundraisers, and even podcasts. They handle everything from design and printing to online stores and fulfillment using top quality brands. They may be based in Delray Beach, Florida, but they ship nationwide and offer free shipping on orders over 50 pieces. Visit likeware.com or email info@likeware.com to get started. Likeware, wear what you like. Mention Food Czar Podcast to receive a discount on your next order.
This is Behind the Counter.
Behind the Counter
with the Food Czar. Here's Heidi.
Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Counter with the Food Czar, which is me, Heidi Blum. And I'm really excited about today's podcast episode. This has taken a while, but we have some good information and exciting things coming. So I am sitting with Livingston born and bred I was just going to say Jennifer. It's not so funny. Jonathan, after all that, Jonathan Kavourakis.
Hello. How are you, Heidi?
I'm good. How are you? And if you don't know Jonathan, I'm going to give you a little rundown of how people may know you.
Right.
Okay. Number 1, owner of Fanny's Italian, which was rated number 4 in New Jersey for chicken parm.
Yep.
So I'm going to say chicken parm king in this area. How's that?
Of Essex County, sure.
Of Essex County.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, owner of Ladyfingers Bakery and Bar.
Yes.
Number 3, owner of the Brookdale, which is like a elevated sports bar.
Yeah.
All on the same block in Bloomfield, New Jersey.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
And we're going to hold it for the later on in the episode, but we also have some exciting news to share with you.
Coming soon to share.
Yes, maybe this is like a breaking news. So why I'm so excited about this, number 1, I love Fanny's, I love the Brookdale, and I love Ladyfingers, and I love everything you're doing here, and I love that you're from Livingston.
Yeah.
So how do you like that?
I love being from Livingston, and I'm happy to be here.
That's I hope so. You're
And I want to let
your
everyone
restaurant.
know,
Yeah.
You can't see it, but Heidi's wearing an amazing shirt.
I wore
It's a
this on
chicken
purpose.
parm sweater, and it's epic.
And
I love
it's
it.
a chicken parm sweatshirt, and it's by this company. It's called Wear Your Dish.
Oh.
And he sent it to me, and I texted him. I said, "I'm wearing this today. I was so excited to wear it to this is like so appropriate.
It's a great sweater.
Thank you. You should have one.
I
Wear
think
your
I'm
dish.
gonna have to buy one.
Wear your dish. You need to send one to Chef Jonathan.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Not like I was born in St. Barnabas Hospital beginning. Oh, it's me too. That's so funny. But let's talk about, so growing up, you're obviously Greek, right? Greek roots.
I'm a Greek Jew.
I love a Greek Jew.
Yeah, I love a good Greek Jew.
I mean, imagine that's the food that meshes well together.
Yeah. So I was bar mitzvahed.
Oh, really?
Temple Emmanuel. Yep, in Livingston.
Around the corner from
yeah,
me.
yeah,
That's so funny.
So
where was your bar mitzvah party?
It was, oh my God, you're aging me right
Yeah.
now. It's like 30 years ago. I feel like it's not there anymore. It was a place called the Murata Blue on, I think it was Passaic Avenue.
Murata Blue.
A restaurant.
Here's what's
second
so
floor.
funny.
I think that's where it was.
Do you know Chef Cliff Crooks?
I know of him. Yeah.
So when I did his episode, I feel like he comes up in every one of my episodes lately. But when that was one of the first restaurants he worked at because he was from Livingston also.
That's
funny. Very funny.
That's
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
I think
right
it was
across
on
from ShopRite. I think it
was. Yeah, it was on
right?
Bloomfield Avenue.
Or Bloomfield Ave.
In Caldwell, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Caldwell, yeah. Yeah.
I guess it wasn't a memorable bar mitzvah party.
No, it was a great bar mitzvah
Okay,
party.
good.
I was
Okay.
just 13 and
I
I'm
know.
41 right now. So it was like.
You're a baby. You're a baby.
Yeah.
So growing up, you like.
And my father's Greek. Yeah. So
did you learn to cook from your family? Was it something
Yeah,
you into? Were
so
you a sports guy?
my father was a baker.
Okay.
So he was a baker at the TikTok Diner in
Yeah.
Clifton. He did the baking for a bunch of diners, like 3-4 diners, big ones. And so I like to go to work with him and hang out with him. And, when we didn't have school the next day, we get up at like 1, 2 in the morning, go in, crack some eggs, make a mess. And then as we got older, we'd start to help him more. But I always liked, the industry. I always liked being around it, being in it.
Right.
And I guess it kind of started there. As for cooking at home, we weren't like, and I feel like a lot of people, my age and older,
Yeah.
you didn't go out to eat as much when we were kids. People go out to eat a lot more now than
Sure.
they do. Like we were,
Once a week.
yeah. 6 o'clock, you're outside playing, be home, and like mom's cooking dinner,
The
dad's
whistle
cooking
would
dinner,
go off.
and we're eating dinner together.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like you don't miss dinner.
Right.
Like,
No, that was it. Yeah.
and you eat what they cook.
There was no DoorDash back then.
There was
Yeah.
no, I don't like this. Like, hey, this is what we're eating. And
Yeah.
this is what we're eating. And you were home at 6, we ate together. And then if you wanted to go out, play in the yard or do whatever after, you did whatever after. But we're big on eating home and cooking. And my mother cooked every night my father cooked every night. And, it's just.
Was
what we
it
did.
Greek food? Was it just a little bit of everything? Like the normal stuff. Yeah.
It was everything.
Yeah.
I was very fortunate because my mother could cook and my father could cook. They both cooked really, really well.
That's lucky, by
So
the way.
I was very fortunate,
So growing up in Livingston, there was home ec. I mean, that was all we
Yeah.
had back then, right? So were you like a sports kid? Were you working in town? Were you?
No, I played sports all growing up.
Yeah.
When I started working young.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember what age, but I
Yeah.
always worked. When I was able to work, I always worked. But then I played sports too. If
Yeah.
sports would trump work.
Yeah.
But, if I wasn't playing sports, I was
Of course,
working on the weekends.
Yeah.
I worked at the TikTok Diner.
Oh, did you? You worked there too? Yeah.
I worked at the Hanover Manor.
Oh, yeah.
I worked at the Gallery Haircutters on Bloomfield Ave, sweeping hair.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did it all.
Right.
I was a worker. I was always I was never really like. I'm not gonna say I wasn't good at school. I just didn't like school,
Wasn't your thing?
and I didn't like. I don't know. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't make myself sit down and do my homework.
I was the same way.
No matter from as long as I can remember. It's like I could sit there and I could stare at it, and it's like
You're like, what am I doing?
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Physically couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And the same thing. I went to college for a year. I couldn't make I'd go to class, I'd sit down, and in 5 minutes I'd get up and leave. I couldn't physically. I don't understand the psychology of it.
I think we all have a little of probably undiagnosed ADHD. I mean, that's what I feel like.
couldn't do it.
I would sit and stare at a paper and nothing. I would retain nothing.
But if you sent me to work,
You were fine.
I could work 36 straight hours.
Yeah.
And focus and be fine. Isn't that and handle all my tasks.
It is I think it's an interest thing also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so you graduate from high school and then you go to college. Where do you go?
I went to Towson University for
Oh, sure, Maryland,
a
right?
year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were you planning on studying whatever?
That
whatever there was, yeah.
Mom really wants me to go to college, so
Right.
I'm going to go to college.
And then were you like, this is not for me?
No, it was not. I had a blast.
Sure.
Not going to lie. I had a
Yeah.
really good time. Just wasn't for me.
So you come home.
No, I stayed out there. My uncle owned a couple diners that I was working at.
So
At
it's
the
somehow,
time.
so the diner somehow kept coming to you.
Yeah, so I was working there while I was in school on the
Right.
weekends, and then I just started working there. Oh, did I come home first? I forget, but I started working there, and I was in Maryland for like
And it was your
For-
uncle's diner?
for 4 years, I think, till I was like 22 or 23.
Was it your father's brother?
My father's brother, yeah.
Isn't it amazing that for some reason I don't know if it not all, but that the Greeks somehow always have a handle on the diners.
Yeah, it's kind of like you come over and it's what, if you don't speak English,
Yeah.
you know, and
so you
don't
start
have
at you start in the
any
kitchen.
education, you know, formal education or anything else,
Yeah.
like, you're pretty limited as to the jobs you can do.
Yeah.
You know, you can physical labor construction, you
Yep.
can, you know, physical labor in a restaurant, you're really limited as to what you can do.
It's just amazing to me.
So that is what a lot of, you know, the Greek immigrants did.
Yeah.
You know, they just started working in a restaurant.
I mean, thank God.
Yeah.
By the way, thank
Yeah.
God. Thank God they did. So you worked for your uncle's diner, just doing like regular stuff.
No, I did everything. I was a server, and then I was manager. I worked in the kitchen, on the line. I wore every hat you could possibly wear in that building.
So how do you start saying to yourself, I want to be a chef? What's the moment?
I just liked the kitchen. So, you know, I was working out front. I was serving, and then I was, you know, the GM of the place. I was running the operations in the front of house.
Sure.
And I said, I want to learn more of the line and how to cook. So we put me back there. You know, I learned the stations. I learned how to cook. And then I started expediting, and I started working in the kitchen. And then I learned the saute, and then I learned all the prep, and I learned all that stuff. And then I just got into it with my uncle, you know, a couple times, you know, one too many times.
Sure.
And then I called my brother, and I was like, I'm out of here. You know, he rented a U-Haul. He came down. We packed the U-Haul up, and
Off you went?
Off I went.
And where'd you go?
I went to my mom's, I guess.
Yeah.
I think she was where was she living? It was either Caldwell or Florham Park at the time. We sold the Livingston house when we left to college. And what did we do? I was trying to think of, like, what am I going to do? And I was like, I really like this cooking thing. So I went to culinary school. You know,
Where'd you go?
Culinary Institute of Education. Didn't love it.
Yeah.
Don't love it. Won't speak positively about it.
Okay.
I just don't think they prepare kids properly for.
Where is that school? Is it in New Jersey?
Yeah, it's
okay.
No, it's in New York.
Oh.
Brookfield Place. What's the newest mall on, like, Battery Park?
Oh,
Brookfield Place.
It's over
It's
there.
right on the water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't when I was there. It was in right across from Italy.
Okay.
Like by where that Home Depot is.
Yes. So
But
like
now they moved the school
to Chelsea.
But I just don't think the culinary, they prepare you properly for, like,
life after the school.
like being in a kitchen, frankly.
Isn't that amazing?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of coddling. There's no pressure. There's no,
Yeah.
you know,
They
you
need to do the practical. The practical.
Like, this is not how it's going to be when, you know, they teach you how to make recipes and use a knife and stuff like that. Great. That I knew how to do already because I've been working.
Right.
Which is fine. But there's just you need to put pressure on people. It's a high pressure job. They need to feel the pressure because, like, they're just going to go get a job in a kitchen, going to get eaten alive. You know, because everyone thinks they're like this glorious chef when they graduate from culinary school. You're not. Like, you're going to peel frickin' potatoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going to prep the vegetables.
And if you don't peel the potatoes fast enough, they're going to lay into you. Like,
it's like I hate to, like, reference The Bear, but it's like that. The pressure that comes on you.
It is high pressure.
Yeah.
And I don't want to poo-poo everything, but I don't think The Bear was a good representation of chefs either.
Probably not, but I bet you.
But the pressure and the needing to be perfect and all of that was spot
I was
on.
gonna say what it represents. Like, for someone like me who's never been in a kitchen, it shows you. You're like, oh my God, it probably is like that.
Yeah. Like the pressure and everything like that was spot on. What wasn't spot on is if you're going to call yourself a chef and you're going to be the chef and you're a leader, you don't lay your problems on everyone.
Well, yeah.
You walk in with but then there's no show.
I was going to say, and then there's no show.
But
exactly.
I get it. I'm just saying, like everyone's like asking, is it this? Is it that? And the pressure and the cooking and the needing to be perfect and getting the permits and all that. Yes, spot on.
Yes.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
But, you know, the leader's the
personal
leader.
life,
It doesn't matter how bad it is. I'm walking here with a smile on my face. I'm high-fiving everyone and telling them how great I'm doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
And if you have problems, you can lay them on me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
See, there would be no show here then.
Yeah, I know, but I just had to say it because.
So culinary school, you're like do you finish the culinary
I
school?
did. You're allowed to have 14 absences. I had 14
Oh
absences.
my God.
And then
Were you working in a kitchen at the same time?
yeah, I was working at, at that time, no, I was bartending at Trotta by Cucina on 72nd and 2nd. I think he has like a Trotta in Edgewater right now, the guy.
That's so funny.
I think, but I was bartending there.
72nd
'cause I
and 2nd
needed-
was probably hustling at that time when you were doing it too.
It was busy.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a new restaurant, Greek food.
Yeah.
It was good. I was bartending and I was serving there too. Just because like I needed to make money.
Sure.
And working in a kitchen, I wasn't going to make any.
Yes.
I mean, I think it was the minimum wage.
No,
was
you're
like
making-
$8 an hour.
You were probably making good tips.
Yeah, I was making
Yeah,
money. I was
yeah.
doing good. And then I had my externship, which was like another disaster. Because they have like a business class in culinary school.
Okay.
Which like
Not your thing.
No, it was a 2-day class, and I got up like it was like 4 hours a day. I got up an hour into it, and I left, and I didn't show up the next day. And the lady felt so disrespected, and she's the one who sets you up with your like internships.
Yeah, she's like,
And
I'm not
she
setting you
came
up.
to our room, and she called everyone out. Wanted to and call me one out last. She's like, well, you wanted to walk out of my class so you can figure it out for yourself.
Oh shit.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
So Danielle on the Upper East Side, they were having this massive. There's a massive wedding in the Hamptons.
Okay.
Enormous. I mean, a tent the size of this restaurant.
Wow.
With ovens, staff, probably 150 servers, 75, 80 cooks / chefs. Enormous. Like one of those,
Wow.
$100 million
Yeah.
house is a hedge fund guy. It's probably a $10 million wedding, if not more. So Danielle's catering it. They needed help. So they put up like flyers all over the school
Right.
for anyone who wanted to volunteer. It's like, I hit the email. They said, okay, be here at this time. I went. And they were going in 12-hour shifts, right? So they'd have a bus. It'd take you out.
To the
'Cause
Hamptons?
It was a 3-day
Event.
wedding.
Okay.
Event.
Yeah.
They'd take you out to the Hamptons, right? You'd work a 12-hour shift, and then they bus you back, and then 12 hours later you come back, they put you on the bus.
Oh my God.
So I went the first 2 days, and the third day I went out, and they were short when my 12-hour shift ended. So like, anyone want to stay? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll stay.
Yeah.
I stayed until the end. Like the end. I got in a van with Jean-Francois Bruel, who was the executive chef of the restaurant.
Oh my
and like
God.
3 of the other sous chefs when like everything was
like
wrapped.
broken down.
We
Yeah.
loaded
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
We wrapped everything was loaded down. And I drive back to the city with these 5 guys and me. I was the intern in the car. So we're heading into the city. Everyone's exhausted, like just kind of waking up because, you sense you're back in the city. For some reason, you always wake up when you're almost home in a car. It's like the craziest thing.
so
I don't
true.
know, but it's so
It's
true.
so true.
So I came back and I was like, hey, chef, I'm looking for an internship. He's like, come back tomorrow. So I came back. I talked to him. He's like, you have any experience, this and that? I said, no experience. I said, I worked in diners and stuff. And he's like, this is like a pompous French guy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, diners. He's like, so no fine dining experience. And I was like, no. He's like, okay, I'm not going to pay you. I said, no problem. When do I start? So I worked there. That was my internship. And then
That's
I went back to
crazy.
the lady. He filled the paper out for me. I gave it to her. I go, you got anyone else working in a 3 Michelin star restaurant
Oh my God.
in my class? She was so mad.
That
It
she was
really
probably so
funny.
pissed. That's so
It was
funny.
funny. But I was the only one working in a 3 Michelin star restaurant, which is good for the school.
Of course.
Because they write down where everyone's going for their internship. They advertise and all this stuff.
Sure.
So whatever. I worked there for a while. Learned a lot, but hated it.
I'm sure. Fine
It's
dining.
just,
That's intense.
It's not the intensity. It's the people.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I'm
like-
saying,
and they're
you said it, the uptight French.
yeah, and they're like anti-American. Like
Totally.
they're not going to bring up the American like cooks and chefs and promote them. They bring in European people from Europe,
Yep.
on these temporary visas, which is great.
Yeah, totally.
But those are the guys that are moving up, and
you see
so
it.
it is. You see
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and it's fine, and it's all like they say stupid shit, like
Right.
these like Dominique Ansel like would call me an animal because I left like 3 crumbs when I was making tartlet
so
shells
funny.
in the bakery.
Right. But if
one of
the
you Americans, you know what I mean? So it's like, and it's whatever. It's hazing of the young kids and stuff like that. And, and I'm good with that and I'm for it and I'm okay with it. We don't do it because you get sued now, but
exactly.
it was fun. Like it's part of the game, but I just wasn't for me. So, right. And then I went to Commerce in the West Village with Harold Moore, which was an amazing restaurant. Right next to Cherry Lane Theater. Okay. In the West Village. Yeah. So Commerce Street, at the end of Commerce Street, right? Yeah. And that was like critically acclaimed restaurant. It was one of the most popular restaurants in New York.
What were you doing there?
I was a cook. Okay. So I started there as the entremet. This was a French style kitchen. So entremet makes all the sides and the sauces. So French kitchen, you don't plate your own food. Right. Okay. So in a French kitchen, you have and this is it's broader than this in a bigger kitchen, but just to make it like this user-friendly explanation, you have like a meat and fish cook. They're just cooking pieces of meat and just cooking the fish. Okay. You have a pasta guy, like he's just cooking the pasta. And let's say in this kitchen we had an entremet. So you're cooking, like if the meat comes with mashed potatoes and string beans, like you're just cooking the mashed potatoes and string beans. And then you have a salad, garmage salad guy. He's making all the cold apps and the salad. And that's just super basic. It gets more broad and more broken down.
Sure. The sauces and
yes. This was a small kitchen. There were 4 of us. Okay. And then so you cook your fish in the pan. You take it out of the pan. You put it on a sizzle plate, like a little plate with a napkin on it to catch the grease, whatever. And then it's called like the pass, right? In the kitchen. That's because you're passing the food to the chef, right? Okay. Or you have the pass where you're giving the finished plate to the server, but you're passing the food on the tray to the chef. Okay. Or the sous chef. I'm passing the mashed potatoes and like the glazed, let's say string beans at Commerce. We had like a steak Diane had string beans. Right. In the pan to the chef. He's now taking the pan
and plating
it. Okay. And then giving it to the servers.
So the chef plates everything.
He's plating everything.
Okay, I got you.
Right? Now, whereas me, here, how I run my kitchen, we have stations, the cooks cook and plate their own dishes.
Got it.
So it's just 2 different styles of doing it. Most like French and French-style kitchens run.
I would think the way you do it, especially with the volume you do, is more efficient anyway.
They both work. Commerce had 92 seats. It was small, but like we're doing 3 turns a night.
Totally,
so it's like when you only have 4 cooks.
So you're humping it all night.
It's high volume. Yeah. Like we were in it. All night. I got good at being a cook there.
So do you think that was the turning point for your career, that place, the Commerce?
Yeah, I got very good. I got very, very good.
And you liked it?
Yeah, well, you had to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Chef Harold, but is a tyrant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like so that was like the old days. Like,
sure,
throw stuff at you, burn you, lock you in the walk-in refrigerator, like verbal abuse, like everything.
So you had to come in every day liking what you were doing.
Yes, everyone in that kitchen loved what they were doing, and everyone that I worked with in that kitchen now is successful at being a chef.
Really,
a kid named Bun. He is the executive chef at Red Hook Tavern in New York, and they're opening a Thai place with him.
Yeah.
CJ Carson Johansson. He runs the. He was the sous chef / chef de cuisine. Also, like one of my the guys that really I became close with, and he got me really good at cooking. CJ. Yeah. He runs the Arlo Hotel. Their food and beverage at the Arlo Hotel.
Wow.
Everyone that was in that kitchen,
and you guys probably felt like they were like a war together.
Yeah. So also it was shift pay back then. So we didn't get paid by the hour. We got paid by the shift.
Oh my God.
Right. So, you had to come in whatever time you need. There's no schedule. It's like either you're working or you're off. You had to come in whatever time you needed to come in to have your station ready.
Okay.
Right? So, you need to be ready for service at 5 o'clock. on you. Like,
so
you
if
take
you
ownership. If you're the meat cook,
yeah,
and you know what you
it
need
takes
to
you
butcher,
2 hours to do it.
You do your own ordering for your station. Yes, like if you're out of short ribs, you need to braise short ribs for service. Like if you sold a ton of short ribs,
yeah,
and you need to have short ribs ready for service, you have to be there at like 9 in the morning.
So you had to know how to back time yourself to be ready for 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
let's say.
but usually you put yourself in a situation where you don't need short ribs for that day. You're making them for the next day. But
Sure.
if you sell a lot more than like the par,
Then you need them.
then you need to braise them, which takes 3-4
Time.
like
Yeah.
sear them, braise them, takes 3-4 hours, and then cool them because you can't portion them when they're hot, and then portion them.
Oh my
Right?
God.
So like that's like 7-8 hours.
Oh, shit.
So like if you need to be ready by 5, you need to be in at like 9.
And you didn't get paid for being
No,
there.
shift pay. You gotta have your
Oh
shit
my
ready.
God.
Have your shit ready. That's it.
So you were how old? Probably like
I was
early
20
20s?
Yeah, 23, 24.
So how long did you last there?
A couple of years. Yeah. And then eventually I was like the AM sous chef. So I started doing every like he made like a prep roll because
Okay.
it was like they were losing a lot of people because it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
So then there's a morning prep roll. Some guy came in a morning prep roll. This guy, Kid John, and then he left. So then I took that role.
Okay.
It was like, production. And then like these kids kept putting more, like the new kids would keep putting more stuff on my list that like, no, you should just be doing that. Like,
Yeah.
don't put a compound butter on my list. I'm not here to put butter in a Robocoo with herbs and whip it. Like, you fucking do that.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to curse. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're allowed to curse,
Oh,
and
okay.
I would curse too.
So whatever. And then, I would get like, cause I was like a hothead back then. I get
Yeah.
so mad. And I remember like,
Why can
Chef
I
would
see
just
that?
pull me-
I could see that in
he'd
you.
pull
Yeah.
me in the walk-in. I remember like, and he's like, yo, what's wrong? And like, he would talk like that. He's like, what's wrong? And I'd be like, what? Like these freaking kids, they're putting this on the list. This on this is like, what is this? And I told them, come in the morning so I could teach you how to do shit. Like
And
if
they're
I'm not here,
junior
if I'm
people,
leave,
too.
they're not going to know how to do the work.
Yeah.
Who's going to do the work?
Yeah.
Like if I could take 3 days off, I'm going to be stuck with, I'm going to walk into hell. And he's like, listen, he's like, just repeat after me. And I said, what? He's like, there's no amount of work I can't handle. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. It's like, there's no amount of work I can't handle. And that job made it. There is no amount of work I can't handle. Like,
So like that could be like your mantra.
I got really good at cooking there. I got very good at cooking.
and
there.
saying there's
And-
no
and-
amount
and
of work I
being able
can't
to-
handle.
Yeah. I mean, there
Yeah.
are like when I got my final clock in slip at the end of the week, like there are weeks I logged 100 hours at that place.
Oh my God.
Easy. And then we were going out and partying every night.
I feel like that's what that
Yeah.
industry does.
Yeah.
And you're young, you're single, you
Yeah.
have no kids. It's a whole different vibe.
Yeah. I go out
Yeah.
and party till the wee hours of the morning, sleep in 2 hours, and then go right back to work.
Oh my God.
It was fun. It was fun.
I mean, it sounds like so much.
Yeah.
But you at that age you can handle it.
Yeah.
And
I
then
can't
and then
handle it now.
I was gonna say. And then you go where? So
So then I went to Beauty in Essex.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, with Chef Chris, and probably first 2 months, I was probably like this close to getting fired. And for the people can't see my fingers,
It's a
like
tiny
a half
little
an inch,
space
if
between
that.
his fingers. Yeah.
I was just nuts, and that's not how
How
they
you have to be,
operated
yeah.
there. It was a different atmosphere, different people.
Were you a sous chef there? Is that what you went
Yeah,
to do?
so it was like a junior sous chef I came on. And I was just nuts. Like I was like everything like just I was a maniac.
Yeah.
And that's not how they operated their
like
kitchen. One day
you were used to being in the kitchens that you were in.
yeah,
and you
with
had
the
to adapt
people
yourself.
who
Yeah.
all like really, really cared and really, really wanted to be there and this was their future. As opposed to being with people who are there to earn a paycheck.
Yeah.
You know, which is fine.
Totally.
You
It's
know what
just
I
a
mean?
different, totally
It's just-
different
it's
style.
just different.
Yeah.
And they had a different way of leading there, and a different way of speaking to people, and a different way of doing things.
And Beauty in Essex was a hot restaurant, and
Crazy busy.
yeah,
Call me in the office one day. He's like, bro, you just got to calm down. It's like, you got to calm down. He's like, you're super talented. You got to calm down.
I mean, which is
not how
probably
we run things here. No, it was great.
Yeah.
So like I gave in to, the system and how they work and how they do things. And then eventually I was promoted to sous chef at the Stanton Social, shortly at like 6-7 months in,
Love
8
it
months
there.
in. And then shortly
Would
after
they have
that,
the little
soup dumplings.
Yes.
French onion soup dumplings.
Yes, those were so
great.
good. Yeah.
They are. They're delicious. So
Yeah.
just with the Gruyere cheese.
Yes,
so
it was
good.
so good.
And then I stayed, I was there for, I think 5 or 6 years, but
Wow.
I was sous chef for maybe like a year.
Yeah.
And then they promoted me to chef de cuisine, and I was chef de cuisine for like a year and a half. And then he named me, executive chef of the restaurant, which was like a big deal.
Huge.
Because he was the executive chef.
So what did he do?
So he's a chef owner, but
Yeah.
it was like he
gave
gave that
you-
title away.
Yep.
Like he gave me the title.
Just
which
huge.
which is nice. It was big. I earned it.
And again, another hot restaurant, probably,
Yeah.
which was huge for you at your age and your
Yeah.
career path.
So then we opened Vandal, and I was a partner there.
Yeah.
I was a chef and operating partner there.
Who'd you open that with?
Chris Santos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was, Stanton Social Beauty in Essex,
Yeah.
and then we opened Vandal. Massive restaurant, 300 plus seats,
Wow.
150 seat lounge. We're doing 1,400 covers on a Saturday night, Friday night.
And that's like celebrities are going there.
we had
it's like
MTV
athletes,
after
yeah.
parties. We had Heidi Bloom's Halloween party.
You just said Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum.
Yeah, I know. It's like this.
It's funny.
I know I look a lot like her. I can understand the mistake. Yeah.
Heidi Klum's birthday
Yeah.
party. Halloween party. Everything. It was a hot restaurant.
Yeah.
So then I left to open my own restaurant. It was going to be on Great Jones.
Yeah.
In the East Village.
Sure.
I was, this close again to signing a lease there. And then I got a DM from 11 in Miami, the 11 group,
Yeah, of
to
course.
go out and work with them.
Wow.
So I went out and we were going to open a restaurant. I was going to
Were
be
you married at this time? Were you?
We moved to Miami. I got married like a week or two after
Okay.
I moved to Miami.
Wow.
Like we moved, got settled, and then got like our wedding was like a week or two after we moved out there.
And then you started working,
Yeah.
so, which was probably crazy in Miami.
Yeah, Miami's a 3-ring circus. I love it there. Love
Why
it.
am I not surprised? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was great, but then COVID happened.
Oh, wow.
We were going to open a rooftop restaurant, and I was going to be like the chef partner for the restaurant.
What happened to Vandal? Like, so
Closed over the pandemic.
So
Yeah, it was open
still
for like 4 years.
So you were just going to add another restaurant on Great
No,
Jones?
I was-
so you're
I was
leaving
leaving with
Vandal.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
So then they said we're going to delay the restaurant, and they didn't know how long, and said we'll pay you to stay and all
Yeah.
this, but that's it's not my thing.
No, you
I
wanna
wanted
be working.
I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
So my father called me and he said that there's a restaurant for sale if I knew anyone that would want to buy it.
Up
And,
here.
Up here.
Okay.
He said really close to Montclair in Bloomfield. And it was a woman I known. Her name's Debbie. Her husband died over the pandemic.
Right.
Who owned the restaurant.
Oh, wow.
And my dad's wife, my stepmom, worked with her for forever at the Hanover Manor.
Sure.
And I worked with her at the Hanover Manor.
Yeah.
So I came, I looked at it, and I said, what, I'll do it.
Sure. Why not?
I called a buddy of mine, and we did it.
So that's the Brookdale.
That's the Brookdale.
So the Brookdale was the first one on
First
this
one.
block?
Yep. Just about 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years in November.
Wow. So how did it feel moving back from Miami? Like, how did that whole shift feel for you?
It
Were
was
you like-
different. My wife
Yeah.
was happy.
Yeah.
She didn't love Miami.
Because it's a circus.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's probably a
Listen, it
shift
was-
for you in your like maturity.
It was definitely a shift in
Right.
like lifestyle
Yes.
and all of that.
Like now
kinda
you're a
stuff.
married man.
Yeah.
You're gonna have kids.
No, I have 3 kids.
Well, now you do.
yeah.
But back
then. Yeah. But
the circus
listen, better
isn't-
off
Yeah.
here with the kids and everything. It's a little bit of a better atmosphere
Sure.
to raise children in.
Yeah.
and a little better for me. Like I'm not out all night and stuff like that.
Yes.
But
that's what I mean in the maturity department.
I miss it. I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't go back. I love my life, my kids,
of
everything.
Course.
But I miss the scene a little bit.
It's funny when we first talked, when I first came to do the restaurants, and you said to me that you miss it. You miss those crazy nights when LeBron would walk in and all of that.
Yeah, it's just It's not even that. Like I just miss.
Well, it's a lot.
It's that just, too, but I miss just going out to a club and there being a long line and I just walk in.
Right, you miss being the man.
Yeah.
Having the access.
But now I'm the man because I run home and everyone screams daddy and gives me a big hug.
You're a different man.
I'm a different
You're
man.
a different man.
But, so then I went to Miami and then I came back here. I opened that. And then we, 3 years later, 2.5 years later, 3 years later, we opened Fanny's and Ladyfingers.
So hold on. So the Brookdale was opened during the pandemic, but after lockdown? Or during the pandemic?
When we were renovating, you were not allowed to have people sitting in the restaurant.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. When we opened, took us 6 or 7 weeks to renovate. It was quick, in and out. No permits, nothing. We just did it. We were allowed 25% capacity.
Wow. So were you nervous or were you this will work out?
No, we knew we were getting be nervous if we opened, we were renovating, and then the pandemic happened.
Sure.
But we knew what we were getting into. We knew that we were opening, and we may not be able to seat when we opened.
Right.
We knew. Doesn't make you as nervous when you know.
Right.
It's the unknown. COVID's happening. You have to shut.
And I guess
when can we open? When was it was the middle of COVID. We knew stuff was locked down. We knew we were opening
everything
the
was
restaurant
weird.
when it was
didn't
locked
matter.
down. Yeah, we're just doing it.
And I'm sure the 25% people were coming.
Well, also they were fairly understanding. They gave them our
Yes.
seating chart with a capacity for 230 people. We couldn't fit 230 people in there, and it was approved. So our 25% was 50 people, 55 people, which isn't great, but it's better than 25.
Sure. And it probably allowed you to sort of do a slow roll.
Yes, we got our feet under us.
Yes.
Little slow roll open.
Yeah.
It was good. It worked out really well. It
Yeah.
worked out really, really well.
So, okay. So then 3 years later, Ladyfingers and Fanny's.
Yep.
Because this is, so for people who don't know Ladyfingers and Fanny's, it sort of, if you walk in from, what is that, Watchung?
Watchung,
Yeah.
Broad. No.
Broad.
Watchung and Broad. This
Yeah.
is Broad. Watchung's the come across street.
So if you walk in through Ladyfingers, which is a bakery
Yeah.
and has a bar,
Yes.
you sort of walk in and you keep going, and it sort of feels like a speakeasy, and you're walking into a beautiful Italian restaurant. I mean, it's Italian. It's
Yeah, it is.
Italian.
No, it's
Would you say
Italian.
it's Italian?
This is 100%
Best
Italian.
bronzino, I'm just saying, I've ever had,
We
and
just
I will
changed
tell
it, too.
everyone.
We have a new very good bronzino.
Really?
Seasonal. Yeah, parsnips are out.
Oh, but whatever, it was
Root
so
veg.
good. It wasn't
Yeah.
even the sides that came with it. It was the bronzino itself.
Same bronzino.
Okay.
New accompaniments.
Well, then I'm gonna come
you
for the
have
new
to.
accompaniments.
You have to.
So, okay. So was this one? What
it was
was
a
here?
taekwondo studio.
The whole thing.
Yeah, this whole space was a taekwondo studio.
So what your vision was? Let's open a bakery. Let's open.
We had the space, so it's let's open a restaurant and let's throw a little bakery in the front because we have a massive basement and we could, put 2 kitchens in it.
And was the bakery just because you wanted
Well, my wife is a pastry chef.
That's what. Is that how you met?
Yeah, she was a pastry plater at the Stanton Social.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You left that whole part out.
Oh, well, you didn't ask.
Oh, come on.
Well, you said not the I was born in and the personal stuff. So I
Yeah.
was just giving you the business.
No, I know, but I like the personal stuff.
Yeah, so I met my wife at the Stanton Social. We did not date right away. She didn't really.
Where's she from originally?
She's from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So
She probably gave you a run for your money.
yeah, well, I was also, still a little bit of a, maniac chef.
Yeah.
And she was a young kid.
Yeah.
Right out of, she was 19 years
Right out of
old.
pastry school.
Yeah. Yeah, right out of pastry school. So she's this guy's crazy.
Seems to be a theme there, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very calm now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, whatever we started dating, and we've been dating ever since. A long time. It's got to be.
Well, now you're married. So
Well, yeah, but we've been dating. I mean, we've been married, I think, 5 years or 6 years.
Wow.
But no, 6 years we've been married. Been dating probably 10.
So does she? So Ladyfingers was really for her to run.
Yeah.
and-
So her and then her good friend Samara, who's
Okay.
also a pastry chef, who came, to open the bakery
Yeah.
with us. It got a little delayed, so she's, she was here. She was working at Brookdale. And then she started dating my business partner, Joey.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And then they got married.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So now,
It's a whole family here.
yeah. And then they just had their first kid.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's funny. It's like, me and Lauren.
Yeah.
And Joey and Samara. And, we have our
And you're
kids.
all in the business.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
for Ladyfingers, is she baking? I mean, for people who haven't been to Ladyfingers, you have to come because the pastries are unbelievable.
Yeah. They do a really great job.
They're different. I mean,
Yeah.
there's like a fun play
They're
on
fun.
everything.
They're
yeah.
fun. It's not like fancy French bakery. This
No,
is
they're
having fun. Like
beautiful donuts. When I was waiting with Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Oreo.
Yeah, it's yummy, fun food.
Yeah.
That's executed really, really well. And
With
that's
a
her
bar.
And yes, we have a bar, dessert, cocktails. We'll put booze in your coffee.
It's
You know,
amazing.
whatever you
That's
need.
why all the moms hang out here,
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
way, during the day. But they and the idea is that while you're so Fanny's has a bar too. I mean, you're lucky because is
Yeah.
that one liquor license? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
one building.
Yeah, one liquor license for this.
Yeah, which is amazing.
It's the same company, so it's the same LLC.
Okay. So while you're waiting for your table at Fanny's, or after dinner, you go there for dessert and a drink.
Exactly.
It's really
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah, it's fun.
So Fanny's and Ladyfingers opened at the same time?
Yeah, like 3 weeks apart. Fanny's open, then Ladyfingers open like 3 weeks later.
So how do you feel now that we're 3 years down the road from that, right? 2 years down? 2
two
years.
and change, yeah.
Yeah. So having the Brookdale, Ladyfingers, and Fanny's all on one block, by the way.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you? Like, do you
It feels good. I mean, I like owning the 3 restaurants. It's going well. I would say that, the industry as a whole,
Yeah.
if we're going to be honest on this podcast, took a little hit last year.
Sure.
I mean, everywhere has been, everywhere's been a little slower. You hear of a lot of places closing, frankly, like
Do you
left
think it's
and
the
right.
food costs, the labor costs?
I think it's everything.
Losing everything,
I think the cost of goods have gone up over the past, since COVID.
Yeah.
They went up during COVID, and they said, oh, they're going up because of this and because of that, and they blamed it all on COVID. And then, like, they're not crazy. They're not going to drop their prices.
No, people
they're
are
not going to
paying.
go back to pre-COVID prices. So why are we going to, like,
People are paying it.
So
yeah.
so the distributors are charging, like, the prices never settled back down to what they were.
Right.
They stayed what they are. It's, I can only charge so much for a chicken wing or
Yep.
a chicken parm,
Yeah.
You can't charge $38 for a chicken parm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't charge, you can raise your prices a little, but you can't be offensive.
yeah.
Everything's more expensive. So now all the workers need to make more money.
Yep.
Because they need to support their families.
Yep.
Obviously.
Yep.
And then we need to charge more. So now we're charging a little more, not crazy, but we're charging a little
Yeah.
more. And now the consumer is, someone who used to go out 3-4 days a week.
They're only going
it's
out
only
once,
go
twice.
once or twice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you're losing, your regulars, your bread and butter who used to
Sure.
be here 3-4 days a week
Yeah.
are only coming once or twice. So
I will say with Fanny's,
know.
which is nice, is that you do family style.
yeah, we do. We have
yeah.
we make we have Fanny's Feast. It's $29 a person, big family style meal for, a family of 4 is gonna, you're gonna be in for like, $30 a person.
Yeah.
Which is good, plus tip.
Yeah. Well, because taking a
And
family
that's
out is
everything.
yeah.
Apps, entrees, dessert.
Yeah.
Not
And it's
drinks,
really
but
good
everything else.
food.
And it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this past year was a rougher year. I think in all for the industry.
Yeah.
I don't go out to eat a lot just
Yeah.
because I'd rather eat at home.
Yeah.
But, we do have to go out to eat, like on weeknights specifically, because everyone's going to be busy on the weekends because that's when people want to go out.
Yeah.
But on the weeknights, everywhere I go is like places that used to be pretty packed on the weeknights are not.
Yeah.
So... you have to, and then a lot of places closed.
Yeah.
A lot of places
know.
are closing. You read it left and right.
I know.
Close. So, hopefully, the places that can grind and get through and figure it out.
Yeah.
There'll be it always happens where there's a dip and then there's
an ebb and flow.
There'll be a rise and
Yeah.
everyone will start, after COVID, right after COVID, it was booming.
Yeah, because everyone was like busting out.
Yeah. And then it slowed a little down and then it stopped.
Yeah.
So there'll be another point where people are like, all right, we want to get back to our normal lives. Like, I'm done with this, eating in, 4 days a week, and we're going to start going out every day. And,
well, you got to live your life and have a good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I believe it'll balance out and we'll get back to where we were. But, it was, last year was a grind.
Yeah. Okay. So then you decide in the middle of the grind to do what?
Oh, so here's the big announcements. In the middle of the grind, I decide to open a new restaurant. So Netflix is opening
In Fort Monmouth?
I think their biggest studio offices in America. It's 398 acres in Fort Monmouth.
Crazy.
Massive. There's going to be 13 TV studios. And then corporate offices as well.
Sure.
I was talking with the developer about a bunch of things. We were going to do a bigger restaurant there, going to do some stuff there, and then it kind of fell through, and I became friendly with, his name's Mike. He's a real good dude. He bought a strip of land in the fort a while back, and now he built retail. It's not open yet, but it's built and starting to open. And I said, do you have sushi here? He's like, no. I was like, yeah, I have bagels, you have breakfast, you have this, you have that. So you don't
Pizza,
have sushi? I said, you're crazy. It's like, how do you not have sushi? This is all corporate offices. On top of the offices, Pulte Homes just built 800 condos.
Wow.
800,000 to 1.3 million each. So
On the same
in the fort.
Wow.
I could throw a pebble from the sushi restaurant.
Oh my God.
It's called Lucky Fish, by the way. So I could throw a pebble from Lucky Fish and hit these homes.
Wow.
And there are people living in them already.
So is it part of the retail center that he built?
No, that's Pulte, I guess, did that. It's
Okay.
one of the, Toll Brothers.
No, but your guy Mike.
He's right next to these homes.
Okay.
We're in the middle of these homes and Netflix's studios.
It's just, are you a standalone restaurant?
No.
Okay.
It's in a strip.
Oh, that's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah. So it's in a retail strip, right?
Okay.
There's a bank. There's a massage parlor. There's a breakfast spot. There's a racket club right behind us. Pickleball, padel, and squash. Massive.
Wow.
Really, really cool place.
That's insane.
There's a brewery.
Ooh.
There's a hotel being built, a 60-room boutique hotel being built in the retail center.
Yeah.
There's going to be a 10,000 square foot standalone restaurant. There's going to be a wedding facility. It's a lot that's going in there right now.
A lot. Because there's nothing there right now.
Nothing. No. So I said, do you have sushi? He's like, no. I said, well, what do you have left? He goes, I have one space left. And it's because a guy, he had a lease signed for a cigar place.
Right.
The town didn't want it because they didn't want all the smoke. They needed to be able to smoke there and all that. So they didn't want to give the permits for it. So he said, it's like I have 1,580 square feet. I go, done. I go, write the lease up. He wrote the lease up. I signed it with no plans.
Oh,
nothing.
My God.
No plans, nothing. I said, I'm opening a sushi place here. I know nothing about sushi. I'm going to open a sushi place here. There needs to be a sushi place here. It's crazy that there's no sushi place here.
So, okay. I mean, I have so many questions. So is there a liquor license there?
I will have a liquor license through him.
Oh, he owns a liquor license?
Yeah. That'll be able to be used within the strip.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So when is that opening?
That should open hopefully in 2 months from now, August.
Wow. So, by the way, when this drops, it'll probably be September. So you'll be on your way.
Yeah.
Hopefully, God willing, right?
Yeah. It's, like I said, it's 1,550 square feet. It's super small. We have 40 seats.
Right.
Sorry. We have 40 seats. and we're gonna big focus on dine in.
Yeah.
It'll be quick eating, like an hour, not quick service
Well,
by any means,
but it is a quick,
sushi's
it is a
fast.
quick meal.
You
Yeah.
order. There's no hot food whatsoever.
It's just sushi.
It's sushi. It's just sushi.
So do you know what the menu is?
It's not. It's being built now. So
Okay.
we partnered with a gentleman named Yoshi Kusaka.
Okay.
He was the chef at Kusaka, his namesake, in New York City. He just left. He has had a Michelin star for 5 years, so he's a
Wow.
Michelin star chef. And then before that, he was at the executive chef at a sushi restaurant, omakase, called Jewel Baka.
Okay.
And he had a Michelin star there for 5 years. So this guy has
The real deal.
10 years. For 10 years, he's had one Michelin star.
Wow.
Which is quite an accomplishment.
That's incredible.
He's super, super talented. He's passionate. He gets what we're trying to do, which is, approachable, high quality, fun, approachable sushi.
Yes.
We're not reinventing the wheel. It's going to be light.
No, but it's going to be a cool
It's going to be
space
cool.
down there.
It's going to be light. You're going to be able to eat it 3-4 days a week. It's not it's not like a roll me out in a wheelbarrow sushi that's lopped with spicy mayo and eel sauce.
That's what a lot of people eat. Yeah.
We'll have no spicy mayo and no eel sauce.
It's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be and we're not flying in fish from Japan and stuff. Like, it's going to be fish,
Tuna,
salmon, snapper, mackerel, yellowtail, hamachi. We'll have some uni, we'll have some caviar, but stuff we know.
Yeah.
Like, no fish that you're not going to be able to pronounce the name
So
of.
it's not even people are taking time to figure out if they like that fish. They know what you like.
It's stuff you like.
Yeah.
It's stuff you've heard of. It's sushi you've heard of. We'll have a couple rolls, couple hand rolls, a lot of cool nigiri. We're going to do, rice bowls for lunch.
Amazing.
That's
going to be huge.
Yeah, we'll have like the really cool to go boxes.
Yeah. Everybody loves those boxes.
Yeah, we'll do we'll have some sashimis.
Yep.
And some crudos, like with fun ponzus and stuff like that.
Love.
And a couple salads. Like, we're gonna do like your classic cucumber salad, crunchy cucumber salad, and then we're gonna do like your classic, because I love it, like that romaine salad with the shredded carrots and the ginger dressing.
Love.
Just like
Love.
stuff stuff you like.
Nothing
Executed
reinvented.
by
I like how you said that. Yeah.
Executed by a Michelin star chef.
Yeah.
So
insane. In an insane area. That area
and
going to
the
be.
place is going to be cool. Like, the entrance
I'm
is
sure.
one of the coolest entrances to a restaurant I've ever seen in my life. It's
First of
really,
all,
really cool.
This is designed. Fanny's is designed so
Yeah.
cool. So's Ladyfingers. So I have no doubt that that's not going to be.
Yeah, so I worked with
amazing.
a company called Mancini and Duffy, and they're just super, super talented. My job is to think it in my head, and like try and speak what my vision is, for this sushi place.
Yeah.
And I spoke it to them, and they understood it.
It's like when you go to, those court drawers.
Yeah.
It's like when you're trying to like,
Exactly.
Yes.
So, I said it, and I didn't say it well.
Yeah, but they
because
turned it into exactly what were you thinking.
I'm good at thinking it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to like convey like what you want something to feel like and look like.
That's amazing.
And they got it. So that was nice.
So looking back on everything, right? You just went through like your timeline of your life.
Yeah.
Right? Is this what your vision was, or like did you not have it? You're just like, whatever comes my way, I'm gonna like.
Me, who's like someone who's never satisfied.
Yeah.
Would say like, I'd think I'd have more.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I feel like no matter how much I ever have,
You're
in
still
regards
gonna
to
always,
business,
yes.
like I'm very fulfilled
in your
my
personal
life
life
with
yeah.
my kids and my wife. I love them to death. I'm so happy and so fulfilled in that aspect of my life.
Yes.
But with business, I feel like I'm always just going to want more.
It's not a bad thing.
No. It's like a blessing and a curse.
It's a curse. You're probably, because your brain is probably constant.
Because I'll never stop.
Correct.
I'm not going to retire.
Are you going to spend more time at Lucky Fish than up here, or are you just going to bounce back and forth?
We'll split it equally. It's funny you said that, because my mother was like, well, now you have to learn how to make sushi, because what happens if like the sushi guy doesn't show up? And I said, Mom, this is the place where I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the owner.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting it together. I'm putting a team together.
You're not in the kitchen.
If someone doesn't show up, if someone doesn't show up, it's like they're calling Chef Yoshi.
Correct.
He's that guy.
Yes. It's sort of nice to not have that for yourself, probably.
Yeah. I mean, it gives me a little anxiety.
Yeah.
But like,
because you're letting go of a piece
to grow,
yes.
You know, to grow, you have to let go. And that's something I learned with Chris. Like,
yeah.
That I really learned with, Chef Chris Santos.
Yeah.
Was that if I'm standing over the tuna, butchering the tuna, and I'm looking at the tuna all day, for 3 hours, because it's a lot of tuna. We had to cut at the Stanton Social for all these tuna dishes.
Yeah.
How am I going to watch the guy cutting the chicken? How am I going to watch the guy cutting the meat?
Yeah, you can't do
How am I
anything.
going to watch the guy cooking the sauces?
Yeah.
It's like you need to be able, like, if you're going to be a successful leader, you need to step back and be able to delegate.
And watch everybody.
Yeah. And then I'm also very fortunate, I have, my chef here, Cheyenne, who's our partner as well, who's been working with me since she was like 18.
It's amazing.
She's great. And,
yeah.
She really helps hold the fort down and helps, me be able to try and do more things because I'm confident that it's locked down here.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. And then also like my wife, who's, she's a pastry chef, she's not a chef, but like, I could be like, Lauren, I'm jammed up. Like, how many times Lauren, she was pregnant and she was jumping on the line when we were in the shits.
That's crazy.
Like stuck in the shits and she's jumping on the
she could
line
do
and
it.
frying stuff. She could do it.
Yeah.
She's a kitchen girl. Like,
yeah.
She's a,
yeah.
She's a chef.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
And if you don't know how to do it, you act like you know how to do it and you figure it out.
how to do it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, just, they say act as if. Just
yes. Act as if. Totally.
Right? Like, hey, you know how to cook this? Like, when we're in the shits, like, it's like, yo, can you help? I need you to do this. Like, and it doesn't come out like that. It comes out way more, like,
sure, aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Not even in a bad way. Just like,
yes, of course.
Like,
you're frantic.
She's not going to say, how do you do it?
No,
She's
it's
going to
be
go
like,
figure it out.
I got it.
She's going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, when I pick it up, it's going to be done and in the window.
It's amazing.
Ready to go. So, fortunate to have, a strong team of people around me to help.
You're still young too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're still young. So there's a lot more that's going to happen. I feel
I feel good.
Yeah, you should. I think you're like in a sweet spot right now.
Yeah, we're going to, we're going to expand and we're going to grow and then we're going to do it. I'm just saying, like, if you said, if I could look back,
no, totally.
I think I'd have a smidge more.
So you will. I'm just going to say.
No, I know I will. But then, like, if you ask me the same question in 10 years,
you're still going to say
today,
you're going to have
like,
the same answer.
I think I would have had.
That's why I'm laughing.
A little more. Yeah.
Well,
So,
I think it's amazing, and I'm very happy we finally sat down because I think it's so interesting, and I think the fact that you came from Livingston and like I said, not even that you came from Livingston, which is also obviously one of the main reasons, but you have amazing restaurants, and I can tell that this is like, especially when I saw that Lucky Fish was opening, when you announced it.
Yeah.
You are so not done.
No.
And I feel lucky that I'm lucky fish, that I feel lucky that I sat down with you today because I think we should sit down in 10 years.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's see if I'm still doing this.
Put it on the calendar.
I'm going to let's put it on the calendar. Exactly. So to wrap everything up, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Livingston boy, now
born and raised.
Now a man of many cities.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
There you go.
I like it.
But for people listening, if you haven't been to Fanny's Italian or Ladyfingers or the Brookdale and now Lucky Fish, I am telling you, you should run, not walk. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
Yeah. And come.
Let's get here.
Get here.
Yeah.
Taste Chef Jonathan's amazing food. And the vibe. The vibe is awesome too.
Yeah.
And I think after people hear this, they're going to want to.
Let's hope so.
I hope I can get a table at Lucky Fish. That's what I'm afraid of. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah.
Well, you have a direct connection.
Now I have a connection. I have his cell phone, people. I have his cell
direct
phone.
line.
Exactly.
We'll get you in.
Thank you so much for sitting with me today. I think
Thank
this
you
is
for having
awesome.
me.
You're awesome. And
Thank
I
you.
wish you the best of luck in your opening.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see what's next.
Awesome.
10 years, baby. 10 years.
All
right, you got it. If you are hearing this message, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I'm truly grateful for you and this opportunity. The purpose of the Behind the Counter podcast is to bring food, people, and community together. I hope you'll return for more episodes and explore with me. I want to personally thank Fran Linnell of Design 68 for my amazing Behind the Counter podcast logo, and Travis Lohenberg for my awesome Behind the Counter music, and all the guests that take their time to sit and talk with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you hear your podcasts. If you'd like to support the Behind the Counter podcast, please subscribe, share with your friends and family, and you can follow me on Instagram at Heidi Blum. If you have any feedback or stories that you want to share, you can email me at foodsarbtc@gmail.com.